What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. This is another Beyond Click and Cliff podcast. This is something that's on my heart, a life story, or something to that's on my mind, a childhood story, something maybe make you smile, crack up, maybe put a little bit of light in that cloud, chuckle. I don't know, but something for you to have on in the background while you're cleaning, working, doing whatever you're doing, just have me on in the background. And of course, you can comment and stuff like that if you want. But this is Beyond the Click and Clip, and today, tell you, we are just on the pass of the Super Bowl. Yes, I know my team took the L in a bad way last night, but it just reminds me of stories from when I was a kid. Some of y'all know I was a football player. Almost had a full ride college scholarship, blew up my knees, and I decided not to take advantage of that opportunity. But I still watched it and enjoyed it. I played it since I was little. I don't know what they call it in your area, but our area called it Mighty Mites. And of course, we got through Mighty Mites. We got in the sixth, seventh, and eighth grade, and we did football. The first time we started traveling, that was cool. Um, it was great. It was fun. That's where I actually honed in on my skills. And I know nobody really cares about sports in the Lego community, but this is beyond Click and Cliff. Um, uh, I think it's one of the great ways to learn teamwork and be part of a team. And you feel those highs of winning and the lows of losing, and you learn how to cope with all them feelings. But start playing. I was I was an offensive guard when I was in the sixth, seventh, and eighth grade. We had a lot of undefeated seasons. It was fun. I enjoyed it. That was the best part of the year was for me to to play that game of football. And I don't know if y'all ever watched Remember the Titans. That line of where that guy said, he goes, well, I could actually hit people and not get in trouble for it. That's the reason why I play, man. I just love the contact sport. I love hitting another dude and pad hard as I could, just because I can. I wasn't going to get in trouble for it. I wasn't going to get sent to the principal's office for violence. Yeah, I understand football can be a violent sport, but if you're smart about it, it's not that way usually. But nevertheless, it is a contact sport. Then we got into freshmen, and I tell you what, we thought we were good. We thought we were great. Undefeated, 7th grade, we thought we're going to go in freshman year and we're going to show them varsity players how to play. Well, we got in ninth grade. And in our school, you weren't part of the varsity team until you were a junior and a senior. Freshmen, sophomores was junior varsity, and that's, so we had a different schedule. We played Thursday nights instead of Friday nights. But my first year, the coach, played seniority. Sophomores got to start. Us freshmen set the bench unless we were blowing somebody out or injury or something. And a lot of times we weren't blowing nobody out. We had a losing streak. Got the big head, kind of like the Chiefs did last night. They got the big head thinking they were going to walk into that Super Bowl and come out a winner. That was a mistake. They did not have their perfect game. But last night, but you know, it humbles you. It really does. We had I think we won one game that year, and there was a bunch of lows. And I think, in my opinion, in our team sport, you're going to have to learn how to lose. You're not going to win every game. You're not going to win every championship game. You're not going to win every game. It's very hard to go undefeated in any sport. Um, it really is. You're going to lose a game. And I feel that when you start winning every game, you get a big hit. Oh, we're the best. We haven't lost yet. Well, you're going to walk into that team that's going to be saying, no, we want to knock you off that throne. We're going to knock you off that pedestal because I think when you get a big head and you think you're bigger than the game is when you're the most vulnerable. You overlook stuff. You don't do the small stuff anymore. You think you're bigger than that. You think you got the game so figured out that the small stuff ain't gonna is you don't have to do. It's beneath you, man. And we felt the same way in ninth grade, man. We thought we were walked in the freshman year thinking we were going to take control and be like we were in the seventh and eighth grade. It didn't work out that way. We had our butts handed to us countless of times. Finally, when that bubble popped, we figured it out. We aren't not that special. And finally, sophomore year comes around, we learned and we had I think we had a 500 season. I think we only played 10 games, so we were 5-5. But we were a lot better than the year before because we lost our butts. And then here comes varsity, and we get our junior year, we get on varsity, and I started the varsity as a junior, and I was shocked. I played both sides of the ball. I played the guard, and on defense, I played nose tackle. Um, and it was great. I did good. I recorded sacks, pressures on the defense side and offensive side. I held my ground, but I thought I was pretty good. And we had a winning season that year. We did. I think we lost 3 games. We went to the playoffs and we lost the first round, but it was better than what we were doing beforehand. So I know a lot of people already probably said spot because nobody really likes sports anymore. I don't know why people don't like sports. It's fun, it's engaging, and I know there's other things you want to do, but I love the game for what it is. I know there's some people out there that has different opinions on about them making too much money, and I agree. But I tell you what, if somebody's going to offer me $5 million to ride the bench, I'd be more than happy to. Um, but junior year, we did pretty good. We went to the playoffs, lost the first round, and then my senior year, the best year of my career in the game of football. Uh, we lost one game. We were 9-1 the whole year. I was very, very competitive, very good. I might say so myself. No, I'm just playing. I hurt my knees. Not not cool. And that's where it ended for me. It sucked. Um, we almost made it to state that year. We lost, but finally the next year after I graduated, them boys went all the way to state and won. So that was awesome. I was happy to hear that. So, but we were growing and we were doing good. Now, I know I just wasted 10 minutes of your time talking about football, but my point of the story is there's highs and lows in the game. I don't care if you play baseball, basketball, football, soccer, volleyball, tennis, golf, Lego conventions, or whatever. You're going to feel highs and lows in anything you do. Your career. You may have an awesome career going, and you know there were some lows and there's some highs. I mean, you may not get that promotion that you wanted at the time, or you didn't get that raise, or some you were having some time there where you weren't doing so good. I've always been a team effort kind of guy. I think if you have a good team of friends, co-workers, whatever it is, you can rise, but you can fall too, and that's where you got to learn. You can cope with it. I think team sports help with that. I think it helps with the highs and helps when you do have a bad year or a bad game, and you can sit around with your teammates and discuss what happened and build yourselves back up. I think that's a very good lesson to have. And if you're winning, go there and the camaraderie with your players, with your teammates. You can go in there and give them high fives and be on top of the world. And when you're below that, you can build each other up. The team aspect is really a good thing. It's all part of the game. And like I said last night, my boys, my Chiefs lost. They got slaughtered. They did not play 1 minute of good football last night. They did not. Of course, I'm recording this on a Monday, so if you haven't figured that out, last night was a Super Bowl, and who all knows me, I'm a diehard Chiefs fan, and they ate crap last night. Good congratulations to the Eagles. Though I do think it was funny that the mayor of Philadelphia and the fans of the Eagles did not know how to spell Eagles when they were trying to do their chant. They're on live TV. That was so embarrassing for them. But they came out and they won. They won. So congratulations to them. But and that just made me start thinking back when I was playing the game. There was lows. I mean, there was highs. And when you get good, you overlook things. I mean, when you're not so much, they don't. So I really do believe in teamwork, and that helps you cope with the highs and lows in life. And sometimes you don't need that. I know there's a lot of my friends that don't get involved in sports, and they can deal with it on their own. But sometimes, having a team around you does help. And that's what you learn playing sports. I do believe that 100%. Guys, I'm going to leave this with you today. Hope you enjoyed this podcast, and we'll go from there. And, always treat others how you want to be treated. Be somebody's light and somebody's darkest cloud. Always be good to one another. Open the door for somebody. Compliment them. Tell them they look good today. But guys, make sure you hit the like button. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you enjoyed this podcast. And guys, until the next one, bye-bye.